Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi from our province of Biafra land. We are here today live and direct. Today is the 17th day of the 11th month, being November, in the year of our Lord 2021, and today is Wednesday. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, to listen to this hallowed platform, because here we dish out the reality. We dish out the cure to the disease of the black man. That is the inability to reason properly. Here, it doesn't matter the language we speak, it doesn't matter the way we say it, but try to capture the substance of what we are saying. And the way you can capture the substance is when you are here, when you come here in this hallowed platform with a dose of your common sense. That is the only time you will understand what we are doing. In the next 1 hour, I will be joined by our musician, Mazi SAMPE, in order to also talk to Biafrans and humanity worldwide, because we love him. He's one of us, our musician, that no matter the odds, he has been singing consistently of our nation Biafra. So please, I urge each and every one of you to continue listening. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Okuchukwu. Make no mistake about it. He was extraordinarily renditioned by the Nigerian government from Kenya. Why he is holding a British passport. He renounced Nigerian citizenship since 2015. And he is born a Biafran, of course, I think during the war. So he has even Biafran birth certificate. Do you understand? And he renounced Nigerian citizenship. So Nigeria committed international crime by extraordinarily renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, from a third country down to Nigeria that he is not holding their passport. Therefore, we continue hammering onto you, because the Nigerian mainstream media, the tranquilizers of the population of Nigeria, because the Nigerian media hold the volume 10 or volume 20 that they always give to Nigerians for them to forget everything about the reality. They give them fake news. They will tell you that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Who tell you that? How was he arrested? He was not arrested. He was kidnapped, extraordinarily renditioned. And they want to try, a fair trial. It's in Nigeria, you can hear this thing. Let us say we are monitoring fair trial. How can you have fair trial where you have no fair arrest? Nothing like arrest is rendition. How do you commit a crime? In Nigeria, they will tell you, no, it doesn't matter how a suspect is arrested. It matters a lot, because Nigerians are docile. I'm telling you honestly. They are pushed towards the government with the fake news to keep them in their docility. How dare you? If the way he was arrested, he was kidnapped, doesn't matter. Why then did Britain in 1984 have to block and sanction Nigeria for trying to even kidnap a criminal, Omarodiko, from England, from London? Can't you ask yourself that question? That attempt by Nigerian government in order to illegally kidnap somebody who is not even a British citizen, but a resident in Britain, who is a criminal, looted Nigerian money. And after he was discovered in a crate, Now they have to arrest Nigerians and others that were hired. People were sent to jail. And Nigeria and Britain have to sanction Nigeria. They had diplomatic growth for 2 good years. Why can't Nigerians reason? Is it because it's happening to your enemy, your perceived enemy? It's an Igbo man, it's a Biafran. So you know it doesn't matter until it comes to you. You know, here we tell it as it is. There should not even be anything like coming to trial because it's illegally rendition. That is it. Nigeria committed a crime. You know, they did something like touts. How do I call it? Mafia. If Nigeria is a country, it should behave as one guided by international laws. That is why government is different from criminal gangs. Nigeria acted as a criminal organization. Do you understand? And they want people in order to continue applauding Nigeria. Oh, they arrested him. You know, when you support a monster, it will grow up in order to consume you. When you see injustice and you think that, oh, that injustice is happening to your perceived enemy, oh, it's happening to Igbo man, oh, it's happening, and you support it, it will grow up in order to consume you. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Because when the injustice, when the killings were happening against Biafrans, others were applauding it and saying, he's Igbo man, I beg, kill them. Today, terrorists are overrunning Nigeria. I don't know why people are calling me. Please, stop. Terrorists are overrunning and killing everybody because you supported injustice. That is why a civilized mind, they civilize the people like the Caucasians. They fight evil. It doesn't matter wherever it is touching, as far as it is in their society. They first of all fight that evil because they feel that if they leave that evil, because they think that, oh, it's happening to their perceived enemy, now that evil will one day touch them, and others will keep quiet also be watching. That is why Nigeria is a quagmire. Do you understand? Before I continue, let us pray. We are once again gathered in this hallowed platform in order to preach the gospel. Our Father, the God of our ancestors, behold, O Lord, this hallowed platform is your institution by our leader, Mazi, through which sanitization of the mindset is taking place in the lives of people all over the world. Uphold this platform. Behold our leader who is in the enemy territory. We know it is part of the process. You put him there. You allowed him to be there for a purpose, and he will come out with Biafra flag. Those that are bent on causing confusion in our midst, trying to instill insubordination in our midst in IPOB, destroy them and put insubordination in their lives and generations. Pay them back with anyhow they are trying to do to us. Because this is a hallowed institution, IPOB. Thank you, Chukwuka Abiyama, for in your name we have prayed. He said, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Today is the 17th day of November in the year of our Lord 2021. I'll be right back.
Akele Wages Bank alongside ability to make all hair Biafra. Biafra forever. We're from the world. It's where we are meant to be together. Yeah. It's where we are meant to be together. We found love, we found spirit, peace and unity. Yeah, we found love, we found spirit, peace and unity. Yeah, we found love, we found spirit, peace and unity. We are the light of the world, it's a time to shine. We are the rising sun, you can't stop the shine. Na God design, na God divine, na God design.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 17th day of November 2021. We must continue. Do not forget that tomorrow will be another very good day. Yesterday we ran a marathon. Maybe tomorrow will be even more. It doesn't matter. This is what we shall sacrifice. Tomorrow, I will be here in this hallowed platform hosting the Biafra Education Awareness Dissemination 2021 live here on Radio Biafra London. The guest speakers are Professor Philip Effiong, Professor Iwa Onoke, Dele Ogun, Dr. Uche Anyanwu, Lolo Carol Monde, Lolo Sophia Chinyere Kalo, Mazi Valentine Ebuzoeme, Wada Chinyere Ihuba, Dr. Justice Okachi Lois. These are collective peals of wisdom strung together for the Biafra Education Awareness Dissemination. Do not forget the date is tomorrow being Thursday, the 18th day of November 2021. Time shall start by 7 p.m. Biafra time. We must continue telling our own story by ourselves because we have left our story to be told by foreigners in their own way. We allow them to be telling our stories, our own stories. And it is horrible. And we have realized that it is really horrible. Do you understand? That is why we should be telling our own stories. Therefore, please do not miss tomorrow's interactive session, because after I will open the line so that people could call and ask questions or suggestions if there are. And our veterans also should use the opportunity to also call in to talk about some of their experiences during that genocidal wars. We must continue. As I said, in no distant time, I'll bring in Mazi SAMPE here on Radio Biafra Hausa service, just for few interaction, because he's one of us. But before that time, let me say something or talk about something on this issue. You know, just as some of our leadership came up here yesterday, they did justice and clarified that the fog logging on in the eyes or in the sights or blocking the sights of many people. There are many genuine Biafrans, that were genuinely worried about the question of sit at home and stopping it and this and that. And I hope that yesterday it was clarified to the best of our knowledge. And let me say this. I want to let you know that fighting for freedom have different fronts. Do you understand me? Fighting for freedom, it has different fronts. I think I will make it a topic on one day. One day, I'm telling you. Let me say this. When we are fighting for freedom, it's not a one-way ticket. It's not a one-way affair. It's not a one-way traffic. There are places they will tell you, stop, you stop. The leadership will see something which you are not seeing. But out of your emotion, you can be grumbling until maybe after. That is why obey before complain. After now, you will understand. Now, what I want you to understand is this. There are physical and diplomatic fronts in a freedom fighting. Do you understand? It is not only winning the physical war, physical confrontation as a war. You can win a war, but you enter into a mess. Do you understand? It is what happened to most African countries that fought for independence. They won the war as physically. They pursued the Europeans out of our land. Yes, many countries that fought for independence fought for, like Portuguese countries that refused to give up. Portuguese as colonial masters. Most of the countries they colonize, they have to give up through war. But today, are they making that progress that was needed? The answer is no. There are many things involved. You understand? A country like Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde, they were one country before that got their independence, I think 1975 of yesterday, through a war. The leader of that war his name is called Amilcar Cabral. Amilcar Cabral was killed even at the verge of towards the that independent time by one of his own people, one of his own soldiers. You understand? So now, if we take another example, Haiti today, I said yesterday, I touched about it yesterday. Haiti fought gallantly. I say gallantly in the Haitian Revolution that started 1791 and ended in a free country in 1804. They fought gallantly. It was often described as the largest and most successful slave rebellion in the Western Hemisphere. That is the Haiti Revolution. You understand? But today, where are they? Are they still not in a quagmire? Why? Because they won in physical combat, but diplomatically they were completely defeated. Here in the leadership of this struggle is working on the two different fronts. For we ordinary people, for we the masses, we the people, we want everything confrontational. Yes, we will do it, we will kill everybody, but are we out of this world? We still belong to this world order, whether you believe it or you like it or not. Haiti fought and everything, but diplomatically France beat them hands down, and that is why they are in a quagmire today. Do you understand? Let me tell you, there are things the leadership of this struggle, if they are doing physical combat, most of us can or could participate in the physical confrontation and combat and agitation of this restoration effort. Why it is only the leadership that will be in front of the diplomatic battle. Do you understand me? What we are doing, we are not fighting to restore only Biafra that will be destroyed diplomatically tomorrow. No, we are fighting to restore our country, that both we will be victorious, both physical combat, confrontation, and diplomatic confrontation. Let me tell you, the world is watching our body language. Do you understand? The world is watching our body language. That is why when you hear the leadership say, stop, stop. Some people didn't understand. When they say, oh, an election, you will not, will not hold. Yes. But we bypass that hurdle using the diplomatic brain. Because, in this world order. They cherish, what they call democracy, because democracy won communism. Capitalism won communism in the Cold War, and they are the ruling. The capitalism is the ruling, is the leader of this world, whether you like it or not. So anywhere they use that point, saying that this group, they are anti-democratic, it has people will look at it. People that matters in the world will start looking at it. Okay, let's see. People didn't know that, all these things are diplomatic traps. But for you, as we that are the people, yes, it's true. But the leadership, they will see a huddle diplomatic trap and just bypass it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Listen, let me tell you. South Africa. Why South Africa is still breathing in today, or having fresh breath, no matter how it is. Do you know why? It is Mandela. Do you know why I say it is Mandela? Because Mandela refused to tag the white people to be slaughtered or to be pursued, or their farmland that they collected by force from the indigenous people. He didn't recover it like as many South Africans wanted. Mandela won both physical confrontation and diplomatic confrontation. Let me tell you, secretly, some South Africans tag him as a sellout. Mandela, you are hearing. Because there is something he saw. He saw that if Ojijo Bioka Hoto Shero people no be so can do Chinese lengua within our line was slaughter this and that, go back to Europe or go back to America, go back where it is our land. They will go, no problem. But your country will become a mess. It is you that will be calling them later. Later generation will be begging them, please come back now. Even if we not just come back, please. From the mess they are in. Do you understand that? Do you understand? That is why in our Bagine Lekwananya around what is happening. The world order we are in, Haiti defeated the whole Napoleon Bonaparte in a physical combat. The French military were all slaughtered and defeated in Haiti. Saint Dominic, as of before during the 18th century, was being known. But France defeated them diplomatically, and that is the worst defeat. Do you understand? Do you know that as we are agitating for our freedom, the world international community, the countries that matter, the leaders of this world are watching our language. These people, can they be trusted? This and that. There are many things that they will be watching. Oh, these people that are they are against democracy, right? They mark it. Oh, you said no election, right? They will mark it. Tomorrow, even if you restore a country, our nation, they will make it ungovernable. It doesn't matter, they are the powerful people. That is why Mandela cowered in order to, that is why South Africa today is more better than Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe should be even more better, vibrant economically than South Africa. Why is it so? Because Robert Mugabe, being a very good fighter, yes, with genuine heart, he loves his country. I'm telling you honestly, I support him. But the only thing is that he diplomatically, he kind of lost the battle diplomatically. And the Western world use it as a tool in order to rubbish the economy of Zimbabwe. Otherwise, they would have done the same thing in South Africa. Had it been Mandela used that now. Do you know the wisdom of Mazi Namdekano? He said, when we get our country, it's not about oil. And he meant it. We are going to supply our neighbors oil. Do you know that all those things are being recorded by the international community? Do you know that? and it's a diplomatic victory. You know, I did been our leader. He said, if we get Biafra, I get bro, Britain cannot come. I say, okay. Tomorrow, if you are, they can allow you to get your country. They can allow us to get our country. But they will now show us that they are the owners, the main owners of this world. Because if we get a new country, do you know that we need the international community? You understand? We have to make businesses, import and export, in order to, you know, reach where we are going, to be really economically vibrant. Do you understand? Do you know how much America pumped into Germany after the war? The post-World War Germany, in the Western Germany, America pumped billions and billions of dollars in order to help them develop. That is why eternally they owe America, even the whole Europe, they owe America everything. After the Second World War, Europe was virtually destroyed. America, through the Marshall Program, they have to pump billions and billions of money. They even approached the Soviet Union to benefit from the Marshall Plan money mapped out for Europe. But out of pride, national pride, the Soviet Union said, no, we are not taking anything from America. And America sponsored the rebuilt the economy, European economy. So, Anna Bakwana Nelanya sideways, Nelanya all around. International community, any fatal mistake, they will record it. You get your country, they will say, okay, they will block everywhere. You can, even your people, the people will be shouting, say, had it been, we know, let us go back to Nigeria and be the same. Do you see it? But you will not understand. That is why anything that the leadership say, okay, run, say, stop. Come back. Go sideways. You go, you fall, because they are seeing we are not only working on, you know, military formation or military combat and war. Diplomacy also is involved. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see the economy of Zimbabwe today? The economy of Zimbabwe should be even more than that of South Africa. But because of how Robert Mugabe, who is a good man that fought for their independence, how he took it, how he failed to understand that the world has changed, that there is a way you should diplomatically change, no matter what, because there are things you have to relinquish some things in order to get other things. You must relinquish some things in order to get other things. Do you understand me? So this is what the leadership of this struggle, they are seeing in different ways. But all those points, you might not be reasoning it. You might not be reasoning it. Do you hear me? I give you example of Haiti. Haiti won France hands down, and that shame made them to canvass diplomatically against Haiti. They blockaded Haiti after the war, after independence. They blockaded Haiti. They canvassed the whole Western Hemisphere, the Western world, including America, the Netherlands Navy, the Royal Navy of UK, in order not to allow Haiti to buy yourself from any international community. Virtually, they rotted, hand inside. They have the independence, yes. They say, okay, you have independence, we shall see. They rotted. France forced them to rotten. And they say, okay, you want to get out of this quagmire, you have to pay us France $40 billion. As of that time, do you know what it means? Early 19th century, $40 billion. When Ottoman Danfodio was still in the conquest of the Hausa kingdom. Do you know what it means? $40 billion, the value now. We are paying that money till more than, is it up to 2 centuries? Or 1 century plus. I think they finished paying that money in the 80s. One of their presidents, is it the Luvian Awards, talked about the injustice on that money they were imposed to pay, because the value of that money that time is more than $500 billion now. A little country that is in the most active space of this planet Earth, tectonic space, or where natural disasters occur every time. But they are being imposed in islands, and they are being imposed this money. That is why I tell you that, let me tell you, the European governments, they are very brutal when it comes to looking for, looking for their own, the success of their people. When it comes to national interest, Europeans, they don't know who you are. They don't care about your life, whether you die or that is not their problem. Always what they get is their problem. That is their focus. They are brutal. Therefore, the world order, because when we get Biafra, we will still be in the world order. We have to import some machineries, no matter what. Even for digging, before you manufacture, you must import some things that will help you to do something. And when you manufacture, you have to sell. There are things that you cannot be 100% independent economically. It is impossible. Even America, they know it's impossible. America today, they cannot be. That is why America, when they started committing rendition, grabbing people from the streets of Europe and other Asia countries, renditioning them to Guantanamo Bay, it backfired, and they are still paying it today. Don't you know that? A time comes when they go. They are a powerful country. But I think one time Madeleine Albright warned George Bush that, look, America is becoming one of the most hated countries in the world because they do things unilaterally. Not that they cannot do it, but when you gather many enemies, anything can happen. That is, all those things makes them, sometimes they return back. Not that they cannot do it, but they will look sideways and say, okay, let us make coalition. That is the diplomatic front. Something you cannot imagine. Do you understand? Do you understand me? You see, they are pulling out from Afghanistan. They were championing the whole thing. Do you know how many trillions of dollars it is? The expenditure they are spending on Afghanistan. But they see that other countries are also, fueling the whole thing, supporting the Taliban secretly. Because this world is pinch me here. Anywhere I can pinch you, I pinch you. If secretly. I tell you that this world is a world of exploitation. If you can do something and get away with it, either openly, secretly, you do. And that is what Nigeria is doing. Look at today, today's news, few hours now. They say US removes Nigeria from religious violators list. That is what the visit of this Secretary of State. You understand? Do you understand? That is the result of the visit of Mr. Blinken. Do you see? Nigeria, they are bribing, doing everything in order to lobby their image. Now, United States removed Nigeria from religious violators list because the Christian religion, the people suffering, the indigenous peoples, they don't have lobbies. These are people that could be bought with money. Do you understand? The other day, Mazi Isaiah said he listened to a bishop, I think from Nigeria, holding press conference or meeting conference in the television. And the people there, the Irish group, they asked him, what should we do in order to help Christians in Nigeria? They said, no, we don't need anything from you, only your prayers. Have you seen the thing? Because they are afraid. These are very weak people, diplomatically. The Fulani, not only that they aspire or they intimidate everybody physically, but they are lobbying diplomatically with the money they get from our land in order to launder their image. So that is why they are putting the Fulani people in international spaces. international positions, United Nations, all other places. You know that it's not all this threat. Every time we will blow this, we will do this, we will do it. This modern world is not only that matters. Yes, physical confrontation, we have right to self-defense. That is true. It's never ruled out, and we can never allow people to be killing us and we do nothing. No. But whenever anything that is going, an instruction comes, order comes from the leadership and say, stop, do this. You have to wait, obey the command first. Because it's not a one-way traffic. Freedom fighting, it has different phases. It has different fronts, diplomatic fronts. You know, no matter. It's a diplomacy, it's politics. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because many people want us to be coming out here saying, oh, no. No. It means that diplomatically you are rubbish. You are nothing. You know why one victim? That's so a be. You don't expect us to come here and start saying, because I know if we are saying it, people now no reports. And now what they will be watching our body languages. These people, could they be trusted? When Israel was restored in 1948, I've said this. They had support. Israel had their support even from Russia, from the then Soviet Union. Because most of them that came in that alea, that is Exodus, most of them came there were Russian Jews. Do you understand that? So American government didn't trust them because they believe that they are spies from Russia, that they are communists. And they were receiving also support from Russia. Do you understand? But that is why it is good to be calculative. It is good to be calculative, to know how the future will hold. If you go like this, how will it be? If I go like this, no matter that we can have victory if I go like this, if I go right. But what about the next 10, 20, 50 years? What will happen? Israel, they started cutting America. They started making contacts with capitalism, America, in order to befriend them, for them to gain trust on America. Because they know that this is where the world is heading to, that there is no future in communism. No matter that we are Russians. We are communist products. But tomorrow, you know, the world is heading for democracy. The world is heading for capitalism. That is it. The ability to have political and highly analytical in politics. It is very important. That is what Nnamdi Azikiwe didn't have. That high analytical, political, being a high political think tank. You can see tomorrow politically. That thing is not for Nnamdi Azikiwe and co. All that matters for them is having power, having been the president, having power. The same thing that is happening today in our land. The people we call politicians, that is the same thing playing. They are poor political analysts. They don't care what the future holds politically for them, for their people. What matters to them is what they will get now. That's extreme selfishness, political selfishness. But the Jews, Ben-Gurion, he knew that the future holds in democracy in countries like America. Now they tried many ways in order to gain America confidence. Do you understand? And Russia even called them saboteurs. Do you understand? So Russia called the Jews saboteurs. And many things pass. Many things happen between Russia, secretly, Russia and Israel. They didn't care. Today they are happy. Do you understand? They are happy with their position because they gained the trust of America. So sometimes there are things that the leadership will see. Mandela, had it been that the people he called down to the hardliners in ANC, there were people that are telling him that we cannot fight this fight only to continue returning these whites that have been killing us. We cannot finish this fight and only to return them with our. Let us go and grab back our land. Mandela tell them, cool down, cool down. The world is not the way you are thinking it. I can pursue them now. I can do that thing you want now. But the future South Africa will become a quagmire because they hold the key. Do you understand? They hold the key. That is why, if East, West, North, South, I blame Nnamdi Azikiwe. You know, when Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth came that time, I think 1950s. Others, Rahmat Bello, he salute with 2 hands and bow his head. Awolowo did the same thing. Nnamdi Azikiwe, I say Igbo man not a bow for somebody. But today, are we bowing? Are we not bowing to the Fulani Caliphate? Is it not better for you to play that eye service? That is diplomacy. That any time you know that action you are taking will give the impression, will give even if it's fake, you are faking it. No, it's diplomacy. You, as these people, if it's me, as these people, Ahmad Bello will bow down. I will go kiss the Queen of England's feet direct, so that he will love me. Do you understand me? I will go and kiss his feet and say, oh, he will laugh and say, okay, these people, don't worry. Oh, what diplomacy? Unnatural. I was in a diplomacy. That is the thing. That thing, if you do it, does it kill you? Because he say you are starting. They created a country and you are starting afresh and you still depend on these people. And you want to go and say that all of us are equal. Do you listen when during the with our leader? People will ask him, how do we deal with Britain? Our leader will answer that question. I love it. I love that man, honestly. Very wise. You know what he said? He said, no, Britain, the government of Britain are demons. But the people, the British people they are angels. They are good people. The only thing is that we defeat Britain with superior argument. Do you see it? Because people now say, I gave Britain, I will not give them oil. Will not in Kuya as a leader. Hannah Mark Ragaya, and that's okay, look at this one. No problem. And then I put a bed one could go to all these things. Don't worry, we'll give them a country they want. Tomorrow, Haga lobby the whole world. Even if I want to go to Biafra, have block or everything. Nya situation. A guy here to the second na le. Is it not how they blocked Jonathan? You know, our people are very bad in politics. A ruling president, you know, somebody in power, incumbent. People that are not in power, the caliphate blocked him of purchasing weapons. Purchasing weapons. They surrounded Good Luck Jonathan. They surrounded Good Luck Jonathan. Surrounded Good Luck Jonathan and handicapped him. A whole president. Oshishen Azudo carry secret $9 million in order to cash in order to go buy arms. Oh, Chineke. Imagine and they are everywhere. People don't know what you are fighting. Yeah, I know just you make it's not that. these people, can you imagine? A whole, they measure, they block him. And that's administration. He couldn't buy weapon from anywhere. I want somebody one day to call and tell me, no, they don't know anything in Israel. I will just have a discussion with you. Because I used to hear it, somebody will call other platforms. I novice diplomatically. Politically, we are novice, pretty difficult. That is why. That is why. Do you understand? That is why we are finding everything difficult. Because we are novice politically. A whole look at President Goodluck Jonathan. They block him from buying. They were able. The shadows, the Fulani in the shadows, they were able to lobby and block him. Do you understand? So that he cannot purchase any weapon to kill their people. Look at today, because look at that time, they were just stealing. Southerners, Biafrans in the government, all stealing, looting for their personal interests. For them, their personal interest, nothing. They cannot gather and say, okay, let us use this money, gather, have lobbyists in America, in Europe, everywhere, in order to lobby for our regional interests. No. Village, church, no. We are our people. If not now, our leader we are novice politically. That is why we must adhere to whatever the DOS tell us. This world is not black and white. And when red, when yellow, when different colors. You know the way you do separation of colors through a glass prism of white light. This white light contains different colors. That is how the world is. Look at how the US removes Nigeria from religious violators list. And when I hear diplomatically secret right from time. But they are saying we are crying. Benue was crying. Kaduna have been crying. And everywhere. But you know, there's a way this world works. It's not bad like black and white. Please. And think now I will be right back so that I will bring in Mazi SAMPE through Ekiraoneke, please. I will be right back.
Bakele Wages Bank, alongside Ability Mix. All hair Biafra. Biafra forever. Biafra land, where we are meant to be together. Yeah, it's where we together. revelation, because of position. What you sow, brother, is what you're gonna reap. Don't say I don't tell you, don't say I don't want you. One love, only this one love. One love, one love. It's where we are meant to be together. Yeah. It's where we are meant to be together. Oh, with one love, with one spirit, peace and unity. Yeah, with one love, with one spirit, peace and unity. Yeah, with one love, with one spirit, peace and unity. When Mazi started preaching the gospel of kingdom of God, some people thought that he is mad. They call him all sorts of names. But they don't know that he is the chosen one from God to lead the people of Biafra to the promised land. And now the blind can see, the deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, even the cripples can now walk. The fools don't get sense. Who say man no day? Man day. Who say man no day? Man day. All things have passed away, but new things have come to stay. Whether you like it or not, Biafra or Biafra. All hail Biafra. Biafra forever. We got the best quality, and we are great. We got the wisdom that comes from God, from our own nation. To build our own nation. All we need is a referendum to stand our own. All we need is freedom to build our own. Freedom from injustice, freedom from police brutality, freedom from bad government, freedom from bad leadership, freedom from Boko Haram, freedom from IC, freedom from bandits, freedom from henchmen, freedom from kidnapping, freedom.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 17th day of November in the year of our Lord 2021. Before we go to our brother, I would just love to play one of his musics, please, so that you listen. Before just a few minutes before I continue, we shall continue, please.
Yes, so I don't come again, no election in Biafra land, whether they like it or not. Makonye to election, on Biafra Hausa, SAMPE, Biafra nine, no election, no election, Biafra we say no election, no election. No election in all Biafra land. Makonye to vote on Biafra Hausa. Osunu bubani, unu busiani, no election. Onye to vote on Biafra Hausa. No election. Onye to vote on we say no election. Onye to vote on Biafra Hausa. niile anụrụ mere ntị ekwuru mere ọnụ we say no election Biafra no election SAMPE maka ntị ga ngwunu ọkwa maka na onye isi anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu siri onye atụ na votu ka ndị isi niile ji na-agbagharagara ndị ọha na eze ndị Igbo ndị okenye alụrụ ala ha wee bụ eziokwu a ga-ekwu a na-ekwudi ya iru na maka ego
from London. Once again, today is the 17th day of November 2021. I am now joined by Mazi with SAMPE. Please welcome to the program. Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi, okay, are you there? Mazi, can you hear me? Go on, please, go on. Mazi, SAMPE, Enode, are you there? Mazi, are you people hearing me at all?
Hearing you loud and clear. Good evening from here.
Welcome. Now go on, please. Go on.
Yeah. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Good evening from here.
No,
SAMPE, hold on. He's not come. Yes, I'm hearing you, but you're not hearing me.
I'm hearing you clearly.
Take your mic.
My goodness me. I say I am hearing you loud and clear.
I think my questions don't talk.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'll bring you back in. Let me cut and bring you back in, please. Cut and... Mazi, can you people hear me now? Can you hear me now? My goodness. Yes, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me? Wait, hold on again.
I'm holding on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Why are you? I'm hearing you clearly. The whole world is hearing you, but you cannot hear me. I don't know. I'm hearing you clearly. The whole world is hearing you, but you cannot hear. No, I know. I put it on microphone. If I put on microphone.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, but I don't know why you're not coming up.
But are you hearing me now?
Mazi, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Now let's go.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
It's okay. I say it's okay. Let's go. Let's go.
So do we go on?
Of course.
Okay, do we go on?
Yes. Go on.
So when you are ready now, we'll go on.
Okay, my brother. Good to be from here. I remember myself, okay? And I had to move back in all the province of Biafra land. Mazi, I'm here with our beloved brother, comrade, Biafra musician, Dom Priest, SAMPE Master. Yeah, SAMPE Master, can you hear me from here?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening from here.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay, you're on to Radio Biafra. I will move to my phone right now and I hand you over to our anchor.
SAMPE Master, unmute yourself. Can you in Anoyam Nego? My goodness me. It seems this is a new, I don't really understand.
Odogwo na-adịrị mma, onye eze na ọdụgolo dị mma. Ọkwa ndị soro ogili n'elu ụwa, akọrọ oge ogili lata. Ọkwa osisi bolo tolo, na-ese golo makwe. Ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo, ọdụrụ na-ekwe mma. Ọkwa okoko ụnyaahụ, a na-achụ anya ọsọ, otu ekwensu eliko nni, oge jikwe n'ogologo nkeji. Dike kanu kipu na London, dike kanu kipu na Israel.
Mazi, are you there?
Yeah, SAMPE Master is here.
Okay, it's okay now.
SAMPE is over to you. Yeah, it's okay now. Mazi, it's okay now. 101%.
It's okay. Go on, please.
Okay, SAMPE
There is
over to you.
there is a static noise, but I'm afraid to touch it again. But go on. In my
Yeah,
electronics,
SAMPE over to you. Mute yourself, SAMPE.
Good evening from here. Good evening from here, Mazi Okeloleke. And good evening from here, my beloved brother, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening from here. Good morning. Good afternoon from here, depending where you are. My beloved Biafrans all over the world. I remain your humble servant. My name is Williams Chukwuka, and I'm here from Onobanike is in Biafra land. Say me Chukwuka be my bless each and every one of us. Yes, sir.
There were Mazi. I hope you can hear me now because I think everything is okay. You can.
Yes.
That's very.
Yes.
You know, everything they could. So thank you very much for joining us this hallowed platform. As you have introduced yourself, I want you to tell Biafrans, I don't know, you have said where you hail from. Were you a musician before, or is it after you joined IPOB that you started singing? Please, because you know you are a very big influence to Biafrans and everyone. Please go on.
Yes. Yeah, by special grace of God, I'm a musician, and I was known as a gospel artist. I sing both gospel, both in churches, and I have released up to many albums, gospel music. I have high life music in the market before I release a song, this Biafra Natago in 2010. So
That it's you like Ubuaka, you are calling have started. You know, when you sing about Biafra, you know it's a gospel. You are preaching the real gospel. We are doing the real work of God. The work of God. Do you know that?
Yes, I know.
Okay, thank you very much. Now let's come to the obvious. You know, you see, you release your video that has gone viral about your vision, of which that was released in 2017. It's a prophetic vision, and all those things have really come to pass, because when you are listening to that, you know, you become amazed. Kam jukenege ewo ke ewo onye okamoncho ko ina egomo kwa the same thing. Kenke ekwu, are you a daddy Gio? Are you a visioner? Are you a which one? Ko wo onye na aro agwu. Please don't mind me. Oh, this is how I ask. There we go.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Mazi Jonathan. Yeah, like you asked me, I am not none of all this you just mentioned. I am not. I am just an ordinary human being, as God called me. So I'm just a servant of God, and I was known as Akajofo. So onye masị na mbụ onye ọgọ mmụọ, abụrụ m onye ọgọ mmụọ, and by special grace of God, I'm a Christian.
Mazi, can I say something here, please? Because enwere ihe na aghọta here. Ọgọ mmụọ wụkwa ife mmụọ, ị na-agọ mmụọ. Me na agọ ya n'ụlọ ụka, me na agọ ya na anywhere. Asụsụ Igbo ka ọwụ. Many people used to misunderstand that. Ị nwere ike na-aga church. I'm gonna go more. It's the right thing. It's here with just language misunderstanding. I'm telling you honestly. I ain't trying to go more. Forget about how they demonize our language. It's a naga church or sound is it sexy. And where is our spirituality relegated to the background? That is more. That is what it is. So we're here for another day. So it's not a bad thing. Say go more. That's it. So why going on in what you are saying? Please, I don't know whether you go on because I interrupted you, because I'm trying to make that correction. Oh, Gana Arutaka. Go on, my brother, please.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Your explanation, I love your explanation. Let me just put it clearly. I'm a traditionalist.
Of course.
And yes, I'm a traditionalist. And a traditionalist in Kembo, Bo Anaime Joka. Mana ana mekpele Chukwu okike abịama.
Don't shy to say it. You have to go. I'm a Christian. I'm gonna go more on here. Exodus, Leviticus. All one. The one na go more is us. So we don't shy away from it, you know. So please continue.
So I'm a traditionalist. Ana go for ka na go ụtụtụ go for gbakọ Chukwu okike abịama. Enwere m ụbọchị nje mụ na Chineke ji anọkọ ụbọchị Eke n'ala Igbo. Ụbọchị Eke ka mụ na Chukwu okike abịama ji anọkọ.
Ọ dịka ihe mere ịma the first time I chọburu ka Batana this platform. All the that day or what you can see that now because of spiritual that's why, because everyone here now so to supposedly she to she ade ama m Okechukwu Ezike ọ na-aṅa ntị ọ ga-abịakwa gọọ ọfọ ọhịa anyị nọ gọọ ọfọ ndụ ndị ọjọọ ndị otu ajọ mmụọ gbalagasịa. Mazi, please go on ka anyị gharakwana ịba n'ime mmụọ. Go on.
Okay, according to the question you asked me about my dream, it had a dream that I got. That was in 2017. I can't remember the actual date, but it's on 2017. A problem with Nigerian military force. So they arrested me, and after everything, after their torture and their intimidation, so by special grace of God, I returned back home. So so I was sleeping. So the same time I had a dream. So the dream I had, otum suwe lotia de nlo we puta mbia kpọrọ my wife kọwachara ya de nlo kpọọ ndị nọ na akwụsị ya na-ekwe nlo. This is what is going to happen. So, and it happens that the next day was a day that my beloved sister Chimobi Okafo, she came to my place. So may her soul rest in peace. So mbobiala na bem ka obia mara otunde. So unfortunately Chineke mala also we bugam hospital that very day. Eben no we not a treatment for the torture and the soon. So and the stony ken Chineke. Money anozala na bankata. Mgbe mụ na ya na-akpa nkata, o nwere ndị ọzọ ya na ya so, o nwere some journalist ya na ya so, Mazi Chika Austin, and another person, Mazi King, Kingsley, yeah, and in fact they were about 5 in number. So and another brother, Mazi Lubi Azubike. So mgbe ha bịara Mona Hana Bankata, when I was here, look at what I saw in my dream that is going to happen. So even if the thing it can happen 2-3 years or 5 years to come. But I know that my dream na biakalina mezu. So so and some of them I answered them. Even one of them asked me a question, "Sem no nwere ihe nhụtara n'isi ya nwa." Nsi ya no well no nwere ihe nhụrụ n'isi ya. Na ọ bụ na nwere ihe nhụtara m gwe ya, but na the second person no beside na ihe m hụrụ na isi nke ya ka m gwara ya. So agwara m Chimobi si ya lee ihe m hụrụ n'isi ya, that she should be careful concerning the ya na ya na-emekọta ihe. Because onye not close to her is going to put her to tempt. So ngwasia ya le ihe exactly otu msuwe fia bụ otu msuwe kwuo ewepụrụ ma tinyere m. And at the same time, because ịmana ozi Chineke nwere otu o si abịa, o nwere ike ịka nọrọ na gị na mmadụ na-akpa nkata, the next thing Chineke ekpughepụghị anya ị na-ahụ ihe ọzọ, na-agụsị gị ihe ọzọ. So at the same time, the other brother, and see that my brother, if I'm following is that very soon you are going to leave your front struggle very soon if you are not careful. Not for any other purpose, but 1 or 2 things may happen. When you withdraw back from Biafra struggle, mana give a safe. So same that no John atuzi ya n'ihe nkwuru nsi ya that no boli ya kama na ihe m furu. So that was exactly what happened
in the struggle. Where is him today in the struggle?
For me, amalom ebe ọ nọ kịta, amalom otu o si nọ kịta, but Later, anụrụ m that na for now, na o mechara a step from IPOB.
Ruby Martin.
Yes. The other brother. So
Austin.
yes.
I think
Ruby
Austin.
Martin.
You call Austin.
Austin. Ruby Martin. Go on.
Go on. Ganihu, go on.
So I was telling me before the thing happens. How exactly what I saw. Bụ ihe m kwuru. Ọ bụla nọ na nnọgidere jere aka m gwa ha that thing. Ọ ihe bịara m n'ilu bụ ihe m gwara ha. Otu o si gosi m, the way God showed me is the way I explain it to them. So I did not hide any single thing from them. I just explained to them, look at what I saw. That they are going to be a war, a battle, that even people, many are going to die. Many are going to die. But I believe that Chineke ga-alụrụ onwe ya ọrụ, Chukwu ga-emere onwe ya amala n'isi onye ọbụla. So it's a prophecy that came to me. I am nobody. I am ordinary sand. Site n'ike nke Chineke, o nwere ihe m bụ, mana Chineke nọnyere m site n'ike nke Chukwu.
Ndewo. Thank you very much. And also, Ikuroku about how our leader was going to surface in Israel and later be arrested or kidnapped again and brought down to Nigeria, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Yes, I say something like that. Before, let me just say this. You know, I can't go here for the first time, but I know that na nsogbu na-aga ịbịa, mana Chukwu okike abịa ama ga-emere onwe ya amala. Chukwu okike abịa ama bụ ihe ji Biafra and uche ya bụ ihe ga-eme. So mgbe m fụrụ about our leader, it was in my dream that very day. I saw that our leader is going to appear in a country. So the country Ogoselem, the thing na abịa m n'ilu ọpụọ, ọ na-abịa m n'ilu, o wete flag ya n'ilu m ọpụọ, o wete flag the country ọpụọ, until the name ima appear, ọ bụ Israel. So I mentioned that he is going to appear in Israel. That man after ka o mechara appear, no ọ ga-ejitekwa ya ọzọ. He is going to be rearrested. But the country ebe m fụrụ ya, ọ na-aga Egypt ya, is just an African country. It's an African country, a small country in Africa. So because the map Bialam Nilu, African country map. Or the map Bialam Nilu, African country. So that was exactly Utuchiku Kikabiama Segosimia. Onwelo country okpolo mafa. Kama no African country come from. No naga Egypt eba. And that was exactly Utumsuwe nyekwa the message.
And afterwards,
he said,
say Emecha, after according to the message, after everything.
After everything, Biafra is going to be restored. And after everything, our leader is going to come out with Biafran flag. That was what I said. And not that I said it on my own. Not that I was the one that said that, but that spirit in me is the one that directed me what to say. That Biafra is going to come, that our leader is going to come out again with Biafran flag. with Biafran flag. It's like what I saw yesterday.
Go on.
So I even dreamed yesterday, but in my dream yesterday, I saw just millions and the issue na it happens that Nampotala outside. Mgbe fụ nwatakịrị a wee kpọrọ m. Nwatakịrị ahụ akpọrọ m straight to prison ebe our leader nọ, and I saw our leader. But in condition that I saw our leader is very, very tough and very, very bad. So in that my dream. So but I have a conversation with our leader. And after the conversation, he gave me a message. And that message, I have gave it to the people that he instructed me to give the message. But there was a voice that called me. Oh, a voice from Alpha. Immediately, the placing. Only a voice. The voice called me, Don Prince. Go and tell my people to make sure they leave Babylonia. Okay, now,
The whole world.
Don Prince, go and tell my people to make sure they leave Babylonia. All you that carry the temple equipment, touch no forbidden thing, keep yourself holy and live. That was what the voice told me. So, and I started marveling. I was very shocked. So, Ujo Abamaro. At the same time, the voice keep on saying that, Don Prince, go and tell my people to make sure they leave Babylonia. All you that carried the temple equipment, touch no forbidden thing and keep yourself holy and live. This time you will not have to live in a hole. You will not be trying to escape. The Lord your God will lead you and protect you on every side. So immediately the voice told me this. That little girl, the little girl pointed at our leader immediately. Well, my servant will succeed in his task. He will be highly honored. Many people were shocked when they saw him. Okay, many people were shocked when they saw him. He was so disfigured that he hardly looked human. But now, many nations will marvel at him, and kings will be speechless with amazement. They will see and understand something they had never known. So this voice, after telling me this, the voice gave me a message to go and tell Biafrans all over the world. Tell the kings, tell the pastors, ndị niile bụ ndị isi nchịaja, ma ndị pastors niile, ma ndị ụkọchukwu niile, ma ndị igwe, ma ha ncha, that this is the time to join their hands together. This is not the time he keep silent. The voice told me that the struggle this struggle I now this Ochicho Biafra, it is not by anger, it is by peace. And it is not by power, it is by grace. It is not by we to know our enemies, but it is by we to know ourselves and trust ourselves and believe in ourselves. anyị ga-ejikọta onwe anyị ọnụ nyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ that nọ na-aga ebe ụfụfụ. The voice gave me 14 days from today, from that yesterday, 14 days from that yesterday. We're saying that na the whole Biafrans can join their hands, both the kings and the pastors, everybody. Now, even the zoo soldiers cannot stand them. That kings and the kings and the pastors are going to lead the protests. Speak, and the world will listen to Biafrans. The world will hear our cry that all these things will end. Go and tell my people this. Now, this is not the time of position, power. This is the time of this is not the time for we to know our enemy. This is the time for we to know ourselves and believe in ourselves. This was what happened to me, the dream I had yesterday. I just mentioned just a few of them. A few of the messages, just what I just passed.
There were. Let me ask you. Emma, our sister, Waka Waka, she is no more. But during that, your direct message to her, how do you see her feelings? And afterwards, did she ever call you and talk to you, say, I'm seeing it. Is there any reaction at all towards what you said anyhow from her?
Yes. I trust Waka Waka so much, and I love her so much. Before she passed on, she called me and she believed in me. After I gave her the message, she believed in me. Truly, she always called me. Even the time that the sickness started, she called me. And she told me even the places, the time she went to Lagos and the time she returned. Even the time she was in the hospital, the sickness. And when I notice and call her, what is happening? She will be hiding it from me. Due to that time, come with a health issue. That time, come from liver transplant. So towards that time, so because of my health issue, Mazi on hide the anything money ana akpagodi omagwa no na hospital ki ano all letters e kan jemala na ono na hospital, and before mo wan get it to her or the go late.
Very sad indeed, honestly. But what has happened is irreversible, because death is irreversible. That is the only thing that is irreversible. Okay, let me ask you this. What is your real motivation in your singing? Biafra Latago and this other Biafran music that you have been singing. What is your real genuine motivation?
All right. In my dream in 2013, on 17th February 2013, I had a dream. And that dream, by that time, I was just a normal musician. I was also a Nigerian musician. That time, I was promoting the zoo country. So, but in my dream, I have a revelation. God told me that a great child is going to be born on the road to success, and he's going to save our land and bring peace and unity. So, that dream, the voice watching me, I said, go and tell my people that Biafra has come. Biafra Natago. It's just so many things.
That time, did you know about IPOB, or were you having in contact with any Biafran agitator, even including Owaziri or any person?
No. I have not been in any struggle of freedom fighting before, and I have not even heard anything anywhere, both on radio, until after that revelation. Mgbe can be those research. After that revelation, research. So I called my daughter. I told my daughter that this is the kind of dream I had. I explained to her, look at this dream I had. So
you never heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that time. You never had the Radio Biafra, right?
Yes, my daughter was the one that introduced me to Radio Biafra then.
After the message.
Yes, after the message. So by that time, I have sang a song titled "A Great Child Shall Be Born." That message can go and say, "A great child shall be born on the road to success. He shall save our land and bring peace and unity." So after the song, I sent the song to my dad.
Sorry, is the song still in YouTube? Is it in YouTube? Mazi, okay, please mute your mic. You are speaking. Sampe, go on. Sampe, go on. Is that music? Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
A great child shall be born.
Okay. Go on, continue. Now, after you were introduced to the Radio Biafra of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go on from there.
Yes. So after the release of the song, I sent the song to my daughter. So after my daughter listening to the song, she was the one that told me that.
Sorry, although it's your private life, but you mentioned her. How old is your daughter now, please? If you want to answer.
Well, it's not what I'm going to say now.
Okay. Go on.
So, by special grace of God, after introducing me to Radio Biafra, that was my first time of hearing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2013. So, after I had Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that was what motivated me most. I went to studio and sang that song, and that song I just do it ordinary. Immediately I enter booth. I asked my producer, please give me any beat. So there is a song I want to do. So my producer now started pressing keyboard. Immediately I enter booth, started singing. So after I finished the singing the song on the booth, before I come out, my producer said, "Hey, mana what do you know about Biafra? that people don't know anything about Biafra, this music is not going to be anywhere because they are not going to listen to you. So, say no problem. But this song, Biafra Natago, was given to me in my dream. And God told me that Biafra has come. There is no two ways about it. That Biafra has come. And I even took covenant with God in my dream that I will never betray the cause of Biafra struggle. And I will never do anything in my life to betray Biafra struggle. And I'm still saying it till today. I rather die than to betray the cause of Biafra. Because God have ordained this struggle, that this struggle is going to be restored, whether good or bad. Chineke degia, no degia ma kuya sin iwu bu na Biafra ga-abịa na mmezu. No bọọdụ na ọ ga-abịa na ọbịago. And when you watch around, ị ga-amata that eluigwe na elu ụwa na aja nọ na n'ikuku na mmiri ihe niile na-ekwupụtazi tata na Biafra anatago. That song ahụ m gụrụ na 2013, iwe otu anyị fụ that na Biafra anatago n'eziokwu. Okwu ọnụ Chineke ga-adịgide ile ruo mgbe obi ebi.
So this was your, it's a private experience. This is your motivation that made you to reject, is it 30 or 40 million naira given to you in order to, undo, or in order to resing that song about to vote, so, and you said that you are going, instead of you to do it, you rather die. Is that your motivation, right?
Yes, 100%. Because I know that Biafra has come. Or when you go I know that I am poor, but it is better I have a good name and die on that good name than being rich, die a selfish death. It is better. Now, the 30 million naira, first of all, you mentioned, was given to me by Joe Ibope. That was after I returned back from prison, because I was arrested after singing, after released that song, Biafra Natago. I was declared most wanted artist, Biafran artist. So on my returning back from Spain, get to Murtala Mohammed Airport, Ikeja.
Yes, I had it. Yes. So
I and my daughter with her other two foreign friends. So we are coming back. Immediately I heard that I was declared most wanted artist in Nigeria. I said no, I must go back to that Nigeria to know what I did, my offense. So immediately I got to that Murtala Mohammed Airport, Ikeja. That was where we are about
that was in 2013, right?
No, 2016.
2016, yes. I know, I heard about it.
2016. So after that place, I just two hefty men just passed to me. Asked me, "Are you Dumplings?" I said yes. They show me their ID card that they are from SSS. So that that I need to be interrogated. And so my daughter asked them, "What for? Why?" So they say no problem. When we go to the station, that never can get normal every other thing. So no problem. However, I the motor. Yes, with the two foreign friends. So the motor. So they now arrested us, took us to one place. That day. I know that day. About 2 days, they now took us to Ajamba, the police station. Ajambadi police station. So from there to Ajambadi police station. Later, the next day, we spent a day there. The next day, they now took us to Abuja. So, Otu Akosi Bidoze the Ibe. So, by special grace of God, Biafrans ni we binikwa, where in fact, media, ejele media, the journalists, the Biafrans ni Biafrans warriors ni share the story Ozubo. And by special grace of God, our leader was in Kuje prison then. So by special grace of God, Chineke Biasinaka Biafrans Nine Wenapotam. And from that,
how long did you stay there? How long did you stay behind the bars in the enemy camp?
1 week. Getting to months, but I spent total is a month and 2 weeks.
Which is those minors, and those their daughters, they are minor by then,
First of all, I was put in a cell where hardened criminals. If I hear my cell, my daughter and the two foreign friends, another female room. Mgbe ha kpọpụtara ha na-atọcha m ka ha nwere injection ha gbanyere m n'ụkwụ ha gbara m na labs, and that injection the mark ka dị m na labs up to today. So and after everything ha wepụtara something dịka ihe dịka ihe ga-akpọ ya spanner ka again ha kpadoro m n'eze ha chọrọ iji kpafu m eze. So, in fact, can it reach Chineke that in everything I give thanks to Almighty God.
Now, okay, so how did Joy Boko come into the scene to bribe you?
So after then, from courts came to Regawa transplant. After I returned back from transplant, Biafrans visited me, and after that, it was one day, my phone rang, I picked a call, and the person told me that he is APC chieftaincy. So, and immediately I called Waka Waka. See, I look at what a man called me and says that his name is so person, that he want to see me.
What is his name? Don't hide
his
it.
Name.
What is his name?
No, that was exactly what I told Waka Waka.
Okay.
So, and the Owesem Namukedu Ebe Sekampota, say an Osekampota Enugu, only one hotel in Enugu State. A hotel in Enugu State. It decided, So he asked me to come to that place. So Waka Waka says I have no problem that I should not be afraid that we are going to go there.
Very fearless. Do you see, Mazi, just 1 second there. Listeners, Biafrans worldwide, do you see fearlessness? Or wouldn't you know now? Oh, I'm confused though. Hey, well now what? Hey, they're searching us. I don't chop money. Do you see what our people are suffering, going through for this struggle? And some people are just there on social media yapping. All those people just put small coins in their presence. You see what you know, the way they will hang on it as a lion that has been starving for 1 month. Look at genuine people speaking. Mazi, go on, please.
That's why they killed him. That's why they killed her.
Fearlessness. It's a lady, just like Deborah, a lady. I wouldn't know no mischief makers. I know one thing or the other. You are listening to me. These are people that died, that are ready to die, give their life for the cause of the struggle. People, mixed multitudes. Mazi, go on, please.
Hello? Am I coming
Yeah,
out?
well, go on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, please, before I further on, please, I want to beg Biafrans all over the world and all the lovers of freedom. I want to beg you people, please, bear with me on my language. Please, I'm missing language, the one that I'm perfect with, both English and Igbo. Please, so that you people will not be angry that I'm speaking only my local dialect, please.
Go on.
Please, my people.
There we apologize. Go on.
So after everything, waka osim na uja atonam na iga agadia. So she came to Enugu. So when she came, she accompanied me to that place. Mona waka Mona we soro wega. And when we reached to that hotel, so I called the man. Ogwam side ebe nga apụta nọ n'ebe a nchere ya. Apụta m anọzi m ebe a na-echi ya. Another guy pụta wee kpọọ m sị m na ka m soro ya. So mụ na waka wee soro ya wee gbagote. Mgbe anyị gbagotezi n'elu, the man now anyị na-ekeneche. So anyị keneche ọfụma ọnọdụ ana. Asị ka mmanya anyị na-aṅụ. So I'm still no operation. Now really is okay for me. And waka said that now we are the same thing. So later the man asked me, this person Moniano, who is she? I now told the man that is my younger sister. That she always accompanied me because of my health issue. No only him needed. Na ngwea oga wetere m. Okay, water. So after everything, okay, that was the time Oji the confidence when I was in him that na gwa bonye nke na-eti egwu na nụrụ egwu nke na-agụ. My brother, no the mma, you are doing a great thing. Obia kọwala m akụkọ. He started telling me a story about Biafran war, how they fought Biafra, how the family.
But did he introduce himself? Did he ever introduce himself? That he is real.
Yes, he told me. Yes, he told me that he is Joe Ibokwe, APC chieftaincy.
The APC chieftain. Yes.
So that that he have what it takes to take me to any level of my choice for me to stop promoting the so-called Biafra. That Biafra has died.
This is how they behave. Go on.
That even that I should not listen to the small boy. This small boy that Namalo do Kenya name will respect.
Onye was small boy.
Onye na small boy bo Ohamadike.
I know. I want you to be speaking it so that listeners will be hearing it right from your mouth. Go on.
So awesome that na me egene the small boy ente no malo ihe dị n'ọgụ wee na-ekwu okwu ọgụ. Now the small boy amalo anything about war. That no ha nwanụrụ ọgụ mmanụ ihe dị n'ọgụ tachi afụfụ gwacha m okwu. Same that na nya na-ege na nka dị young enough ịdị na-agụ such egwu. That na owe wepụta ya aka na akpa wepụta envelope wee nye m. Same that this is a check of 15 million naira. Now this 15 million naira na m jiri ya wee gawa na even or mention some top musicians on amafa ha that na otu ha say emela ha wee sị m that na m don worry na m made the thing that na m ga-afụ that na ihe ọbụla m need na ọ ga-emeli m ya. So mbido chịwa mmachi okwugide nchigide wee sị ya well that I love money but money is not everything to me. that I have a health issue, but money is not everything. No, ya kedu oge ilutia. Chieftaincy of APC or some years. Or some years. A father like you that's supposed to be encouraging me fight what our forefathers fight to finish the fight. He went and said, Nakam Sineba or Nodoroma. Kedo Toge see where they get today. Nam Natalago Igua. Le ugum Nezoku. Not like he may go, but money is good, but money is not everything to me. Yeah, because that's my name is only him needed. Nanali gave aketa. I single chachegu. Or take me headika 2 weeks, 15 million naira will go because all are going my health condition. But that's my name. That my family will never have a good name in their life. That Namuwa any dilia. All I need is a good name. Always to one more chicha more some nam kedi nam ineni hem na koeli. Nam kabu wata kili no woni hem na noye nyeli ga konyem bo o me also no Yusuf Buhari. Nwabe Buhari bienyeli ega ka onyem na even self na oboro na the money pelempe nia na aga nia ga enyem another 15 million from his own pocket to complete it 30 million.
Mazi, put it there. Listeners, imagine what they are using. Okay, you see how they used to misbehave. Any person that rises up, do you see the reason why even all these celebrities? Because they catch them young. Any promising person, you see politicians round on him or her, supporting her so that tomorrow they will buy him his or her conscience. And as they are bribing our brother this type of money, imagine what they would have been trying to bribe our leader. Imagine. So that when he tell you that they brought bags of money on different currencies, you don't think it's an exaggeration. Do you know what they are promising him on it? Because you know that the coming of Biafra will untangle many things. These people, Nigeria is darkness. They have this money, ready to spend this money, but Nigeria doesn't have electricity, simple electricity. Can't you reason, you that is listening to our voice? Can't you reason that there is something terribly wrong, and they have held everybody hostage? Any person that is coming, whether in the clergy, they will come to support you with their evil money. Whether youth, they will come in order to support you with their evil money so that they buy your future. You can never rise up to talk against them. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria owns layers and layers of thick darkness. Layers and layers. Look at the people you call elders. And they are on top. See, you are what they see sitting down. If you enter skyscraper, you cannot see it. Look at them, low life people. The money that a country that they should use in building a country, they are using it to pull everybody down, making sure that Nigeria is under their control. Mazi, continue, please.
Mazi, I want to say something here, please, before SAMPE.
Go on.
Mazi, this is see why the so-called Biafra activists, celebrities, you see where they're holding the, and if you remember what our veteran
Yes.
said, you can see what you understand where I'm going to now.
Yes.
You can see why he said that no Sonyawa, you could imagine this exactly how they destroyed our people.
How many people can have this type of dignity?
They cannot come. So it's like that. Go on, my
brother.
Go
on, my brother. Go on, please. Continue from there.
So, after Kokuchele detained and Chibioti, so see Amber that Yabiko, I can't accept that offer. So, the money to Salam, to Kene, thank you so much. That I thank him for the offer, Onyelem, but that I'm the sorry that I will not accept it. That my spirit don't accept it. It is better that I died than to put my hand in evil. I will never put my hand in evil. Instead, let me die. So after that, I was all right. That you can go on. You can go on with your poverty, with your stupid life, if it is what you need. So after that, Mona, my sister, waka wesuzele wepatawa. Ayaba my sister waka was saying that now what I did is exactly ihe dia nobi. Ihe nia nobi. That near the happy that she's going to take the matter online from now and say, oh, so that was ihe melena between me and Joey Bokwe.
Mazi, do you know that when ndị ihe a ga-eme, ọ ya wụ na-ebute n'ike o. O nwere na contact with a politician. Na-ebute n'ike. O ga-anara the omaro that he is that immediately you accept that check you see is filled with evil. Once you accept it, you know your conscience is gone. Organa village on our people, we should understand that there is a very great difference between your selfish interests, wealth, and your dignity. You cannot buy dignity with money. It's impossible. This is what we are preaching here on Radio Biafra, to go back to our dignity. You know, I used to say it. If you are saying, some people used to say, God no bodo. That is why agony is hunger. I said, no. It is lack of dignity. How many people will do what you did? How many people? That time maybe you didn't have 15 million naira. Maybe you don't have 30 million naira. But it doesn't mean that because you don't have, now you have to accept. I say, no, I go. Every time our people used to give excuses. And now, blame on religion. Blame on without blaming ourselves. How many people would have gone there, even half of that money? I said, when you Biafra, before you know, they become in the lineage of evil men and women in our land. Your dignity is bigger than anything. Mazi, please go on.
So after Mbang, Waka Waka was the one that took it online immediately, and the people started commenting. So Nkaha ga since obviously o threat kwalam threat chiam even to the extent that na Mbang self more I'm just hiding myself. The thing melem Mbia relocate from Enugu to another place. So, and because of Eha Joe Bokomelenji, when Chizaz wait Eguase Namda Natago, our leader Batara. Say, make una tell Mr. YB. YB is yourself, Buhari. Make una tell Mr. YB that I don't want to do that, Makana Biafra Natago. So that was the time you got the. And then now you mentioned about the 40 million naira, the rejection of 40 million naira, right?
Yes.
That one happened 2017. That was towards that time. Encounter with Nigerian military force Nenugu. So on my way going to Nsoka, I got traditional knowledge in Nsoka. So that very day, or about that now I was double crossed by Nigerian military. Fatila anyị ihe blindfold anyị kechi anyị anya ụlọ anyị gas in some places. No, I am my younger sister. So they took us to just a place like that, and later Hebuga to Anambra. Anambra, anya ikechukwe kechi Hebruto that place. That place. Come on, the language shows me that this is Anambra Kaibata, and the mbai na apụta otu ihe n'afọ because our blindfold was mbai na apụta. Ya ka ije ma no Anambra ka ino. So mgbe ha butere anyị na that place, akpụgode mụ aga kpochie n'ime sel dị n'azụ ebe ahụ. O mechie ha bịa kpọpụta m na my sister. Ụsa anyị ebe ahụ. I know n'ime the place. One of the police officers now this now a place of a house of a governor of Anambra State, the former governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano. But unfortunately, I from Willie Obiano and I from Moye that day. Another man came from a bar, and the man behaved na Ajoma Juju. So after the man was interrogating me, after the interrogation, the man, in fact, after interrogation, they beat me. So they tortured me so much for me to stop singing Egu Ngoromba onye to vote na Ugwu Hausa. Onye to vote na Ugwu Hausa. So that Egu unko I wasn't nanga aga kanga go haria di Egu. Na the man behind Agwam that I should go and re-sing the song. Nga kanga go halia di Egu. Iem ga go sebo. Everybody be a cat to vote. No one here game. Oya bona be a to vote. No one here game. So oko that thing. So mbe ankete. Owesem that na near for number young artist. Atuni actually waste him. Because na niaka for number onye na-eto na nsogbu adịrọ ọ by side pụta bupute a Ghana must go dosi the Ghana must go. I don't know ihe dị n'ime ya mana what the man says ihe John ya quote or say that this is 20 million naira, use this money and resend that song. Wele gaga tihali egwa jiri abalo onwe guru hapo ndị Biafra ka ndị Biafra alapo gị gakiga jiri abalo onwe guru. Now most of some top artists say that na ndị a no ha na sponsor ha emere everything eme nke ọzọ na mafro otosa na afa ndị a that na nwere egwu keta ga studio ga abalo onwe guru na gafo ihe game. So I don't know what come to me. What came to my heart when my partner say, my brother, I cannot do it. Na mammenwia. Kedu lo ga balage na o ga balamunwa na nnalgega and tomorrow lose my respect in Biafra. Na gi wan onwe gi na ebe no kita na ogu a ọ na-anọ ogu Biafra bụ gị ka anyị na-anọrị ya. And we are doing all these things for your own good, for your children's good. So, because of so, we assume that now or 20 million naira or beka, that I'm saying that I cannot be bought with money. Or Bazaar will tell another one saying, oh yeah, this is now 40 million. Use it and go. And see that over my dead body, I cannot do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Or wasn't that ga west them? That they should make sure that they waste him. Yeah, the language you use, make sure you waste him.
I know. That's what to explain to people. That is to kill you.
Yes. So that thing okwu. So anya mmiri jikwere m obi before ndị eburuze m wee pụwa. That was what happened to between me and the rejection of the 40 million naira from him.
And quality is mess kept that time as Gambogo.
Well, Ekene Dili Chineke, nga sikene that my escape is from God Almighty. And it's not what I'm going to say here, how I was escaped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, in all this, because we are moving on, what are you going to tell people that are being bought, that are succumbing for money and positions by politicians and others in this struggle? Those that are being confused or convinced to turn against IPOB, mischief makers, people that are bringing problem upon problem out of either their selfish interest or their kind of emotional zealotry. What do you tell such people when you have been bribed with 30 million naira as of that time? I think 30 million naira that time, it will add money, the value now, and 40 million naira, of which many people, some people, even some of all these, what do you call them? All these Facebook ranters, Facebook, if they see any fraction of that, only ordinary buying data, we make them to, to start talking another thing. And here you are, somebody 2 times, somebody that, they will grab the opportunity. Before I even ask you, before you answer this question, please, what is your, I don't know, your parents or your uncles, people around you, your brothers and sisters, what are they saying about you in this? Whenever maybe you recall the ideal, were they advising you, saying, what are you doing? Why not? Or are they encouraging you? Just be candid about it. If you want to speak about it, or if you don't want, you can also leave it. Go on. This one before the other question. Go on.
All right. The truth there is that after this Biafra struggle, my people don't even support me in this Biafra struggle. But now, because initially, when she plays in Potamben cannot plays in Hanchani never Kataramaza, no. As far as no Biafra, and as far as no Buhari, na Akahaderia. Manambe half on them she's plays in Wapata. So when they realize that na the hands of God is there, Namapata go from pleasing. That Obloy Akoko na Ako, in the Madden Ako Bang, go to the Baka Hanchani Nejuena Chitazo now support Biafra 100%. So in terms of my friends and other people, my parents, my mother number somebody, ego and push him. Number somebody you cannot buy with money. My mom, my father is late, but my mother knows that money cannot push me, that you can't buy me with money. And immediately I reject it. She some that neha. In fact, no be the. And even my mother-in-law came to me, may I very appreciate. Say that not the only thing you like to legit the money. But some of friends and the other people, same that the money reject at least na obo na nnalega njiri aga tipu egwu ọzọ na nkale ịnalega mfolo ntizi egwu kazi nke ahụ na still na nnalu the money ncho another village or another country relocate mfuzala ebe ahụ ngụakwa egwu support wa Biafra mwesi ha no ọ bụrụ na nnalega ahụ today n'ọkwa gị nwa kpọrọ m na phone si m na nkala ịnara ego ahụ ga-abụ the first person ga-ebu ụzọ bụla afa mpaghariwa na nnala ego na mebitrade ego because of Biafra. And two, na ọ bụrụ na nnara ego ahụ na ọsọgo dị ka nnara ya na-azụ na onwelu ọ naghị ekpuchi afọ ime aka. So ọ bụgodi na nnara ego ahụ mata that na m elego ugwu ụmụ m na nwere anybody ga eliga adị ha as anything na ha ga-adị ka ife ejuna na ha ga-adị ka ife ajuna na ha ga-adị ka some names bụ ndị ọjọọ ọ na-akpa afa na ma achọrọ ya. Good name is better than silver and gold. So and many of them ụfọdụ in fact many of them ji maka ya wee tọrọ m gap ha etie m kpọọ m ashị that na mfuli ego m ga-abụ ọgaranya nọrọ na-ata afụfụ. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha will tell me that you will die in poverty. You will die in poverty. You will never be rich in your life. Some of them will be cursing me, saying all sorts of things, but I believe that definition of money, which is money, many shall get into trouble because of me. On money, you solve your problem truly, but none is happy without money. Engage everything with money. Concluded everything, say yet, but money is the root of all evil. Although money is the root of all evil, but that is the definition. Although if now, the next thing he make interview and go the money. Hagan also send ndị ga-anara gị the money gbagbuo gị.
Yes, of course.
Mgbe ahụ iburugokwa aja afa. Biafrans niile ga-akpọ gị asị. Mgbe ahụ ha kpọzie gị asị that na ibitrade go ha. Ha nwa bụ ndị na-akwanụ gị the money gakwa n'azụ gakwa ga gbukwe gị. Mgbe ahụ na your generation, you create go your generation evil name that I will never do such and I will never use because of the level of my poverty or anything. My brother, you are not poor. You are wealthy. I'm telling you honestly. You see?
You are wealthy. You don't know. Now, as I said, what are you going to tell people that are easily bought with money? People that in IPOB, some of them only data or tertiary data, I go 1,000 or 10,000 naira. They are ready to even I know of one person that only because of one laptop and one telephone from the Tom is here, Tom against the struggle. What are you going to tell them, please?
First of all, let me go back to what the voice that my dream that I got yesterday. Let me still repeat that thing, that voice. Also make sure you tell my people to make sure they live Babylonia. All you that carry temple equipment, touch no forbidden thing. Ever I can't stand there. Touch no forbidden thing. Keep yourself holy and live. My advice to them is this. Money is good when we need that, and some certain things I need the ego. But don't sell your blood because of money. Don't sell who you are because of money. Don't